case briefs, and so much more. LS Data's got what you're looking for.
In the United States Court of Appeals for the District of Columbia Circuit, a 2001 case, Red Sage Limited Partnership v. Despa Deutsche Sparkassen Immobilien-Anlage-Gasells-Chaft mbH, revolved around the enforceability of a rent abatement provision in a lease agreement. The case began when Red Sage, a popular gourmet restaurant, took up rental space in the Westery building. The lease agreement had an exclusive clause, strictly barring the landlord from leasing out any other space in the building to a food service establishment. In violation of this covenant, the landlord rented out space to a specialty cake shop. This triggered a legal battle, with Red Sage seeking a rent abatement as compensation for the breach. The district court initially sided with the landlord, declaring that the rent abatement clause was a penalty and thus unenforceable. Red Sage appealed this decision, arguing that the rent reduction was a reasonable estimate of the potential damages that could occur due to the breach of the exclusive covenant. The clause in question was part of an original lease, which was subject to scrutiny as it was not negotiated independently. The landlord held an ownership interest in Red Sage through his wife. Despite an amendment to the lease allowing Red Sage to run a retail general store, the issue of the food service establishment term remained ambiguous for the lower court. Upon examining the case, the appeal court reversed the district court's decision, validating the rent abatement clause and recognizing it as a legally enforceable liquidated damages clause, and not an unreasonable restraint of trade. The court disputed the landlord's argument regarding variable damages, maintaining that a 50% rent reduction was a fair penalty considering the wide range of potential competing usage for the space. Thus, the appellate court remanded the case back to the district court to decide whether the landlord's lease of space to the cake shop justified a rent reduction for Red Sage.
Case briefs, and so much more. LS Data's got what you're looking for. Visit lsd.law, elevate your mind. Leave the stress of climb.